What's up, OnlyFans? Karisa Maxwell here with 2024 PFL light heavyweight Sadibou, who is competing in, your sixth PFL regular season?
Oh, yeah, I believe so. Could that be right? Is it six?
I think so, if my math is correct.
Wow.
And obviously he came very on brand. Sadibou is an OnlyFans ambassador. So before we get into the conversation, I gotta know, what are you posting on your OnlyFans channel?
Well, as you know, as an ambassador, I would love for you to subscribe. And you'll see everything that everyone else that subscribes will see.
Very detailed. Okay, well, happy weight cutting day. And I say happy because this is your third weight class with PFL.
Yeah.
So I imagine this has been the easiest weight cut these past 2 fight weeks for you, right?
Yeah, to be honest, first of all, thank you. And to be honest, it feels a little bit weird. It doesn't feel like fight week quite because of not having to struggle, not having to deal with the diet and everything. So yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna lose a couple of pounds tonight, but that's it.
What has been, aside from not having to cut, 30 to 35 pounds, what has been the biggest difference between weight cut weeks between, middleweight, welterweight, and now light heavyweight that kind of makes you feel like you have an advantage because it's not as hard?
Yeah, so the big thing is I'm actually gonna fight at the weight that I've been training at, and I don't have to go through, like you said, the crazy weight cut of 30, 35 pounds. So I can trust that my body is gonna be just as it has been during training camp, and it's much more fun. It's so much more fun.
What do you get to do that you couldn't do before?
So I can eat literally whatever I want to eat,
that's
right?
nice. Yeah.
And that doesn't necessarily mean I'm gonna eat something unhealthy. I still wanna eat good and give my body the nutrients that it needs, but not having to feel like I'm not full. I wanna have some more. Like I can actually eat myself. I can starve myself if I wanted to and still make weight, which is a good feeling.
So you won the welterweight title in 2022, and $1 million obviously changes your life.
Yeah.
But you've also had a kid since then. So is moving up to light heavyweight like the MMA version of a dad bod for you?
Wow. To be honest, I would say for a lot of guys, I believe the answer would be yes. But I still think that I'm pretty close to like being ripped. So I would say I have to say no, and I'm gonna keep saying no for as long as I can.
How has fatherhood been for you? What's been, the highs? Obviously, kids are a lot, and I'm sure that has messed with your routines and your training schedule a little bit, but how has that experience been the past? It's been almost a year at this point, right?
Yeah, so he's 8 months, a little bit over 8 months now. To be honest, everyone that has kids, I love kids, right? I always loved kids, and everyone that's had kids, always like you don't know until you get the kids yourself, and it's surreal. Like I can wake up and he just looks at me and he doesn't even say it. He's like, bah! And like my whole world is like, it's surreal. It's the biggest thing and the most important thing in life for me.
And you speak several languages, right? How many languages do you speak?
If I have to be truthful, I would say 2, but like I can say 3. I understand. So I'm born and raised in Sweden, but my family's from Senegal, and we have a lot of different languages in Senegal. So I understand a little bit of one language called Mandinka, but Swedish is my first language and English is my second language.
So when he gets old enough to start talking, are you going to be teaching him both languages so he can be bilingual from a young age?
Yeah,
or?
so me and my wife both are Swedish, so we speak Swedish at home. So he'll be getting Swedish and English because we live in the U.S., right? And going back to Senegal, Senegal is a French colony, so my family actually speaks French. So I'm gonna try to get them to teach him French as well.
Show off.
What about you? Do you speak any other languages?
I speak English, and sometimes not very well, but I try. I speak un poquito español.
Okay.
I need to learn Brazilian, though, now that I work in MMA.
All right.
And that's hard. So I'll get back to you on that, though. Hopefully, the next time we have this conversation, I can...
Let me do it in Portuguese.
Okay, simmer down. Chill. So, like I said, you won $1 million. What was the first thing you bought?
I bought my whole family a trip to Senegal, and we stayed in a We rented a big home for like 20 people. We stayed all together for like 10 days. We were there. It was amazing. We had Mike from PFL with us as well. We kidnapped him. He was gonna be there for like 4 or 5 days. We were like, "You're not going nowhere." So he was there for 10 days. It was amazing. Because I love to travel and I love family, I love friends. So being able to do that was something amazing.
Now, last question I gotta ask, and I bet I'm going to regret asking this because I have a weak stomach. I know I'm in the wrong sport for that, but you obviously didn't get the outcome you wanted in the first round of the regular season because you had a bizarre injury very early on. Yeah. What exactly happened to your thumb?
So, I just, to be honest, Silvera went for a takedown, and I posted my hand, and as soon as I posted, I just felt like something popped. Yeah, and I knew right away that something was weird, and so I was laying on my back, and all of this happened so fast, right? And I just felt like the thumb started to like I could feel the pulse, and it started to hurt, and I was like, damn, I can't make a fist. And I just looked at the thumb, and it was pointing in the wrong direction. I was like, damn. This was a little bit more than 1 minute into the fight. I wasn't even sweating. It was like the best way you've described it, bizarre, because my feelings was all over the place. It was, but I believe that it was something that I had to go through to mentally end up where I'm at today.
And how are we doing now?
Amazing.
10 fingers?
10 fingers, all fingers is here.
All right, good.
I feel great.
Okay, well, I hope you get to use all 10 fingers for more than a minute.
Yes.
Heading into the fight this Friday. We're excited to see you back in the smart cage. Glad you're healthy. And as always, excited to have you back as a regular season. So thank you so much for joining us here on OnlyFans, and we will see you in the smart cage Friday night.
Bless
Thanks,
you.
Sadie.
Thank you for having me.